Hey everybody, welcome back to Zach of All Trades. Today on the Zombie Jeep project, I'm gonna put together as much stuff as I possibly can, starting with the transfer case.
This is the thing that I've most dreaded putting back in since I took it out. Here's the transfer case, complete with the drive shaft that I can't seem to get off, which makes it exceptionally awkward. And it weighs, well, a bunch. So I figured you guys deserve to have better information than it weighs a bunch. So I weighed it. And this stupid thing weighs just north of 90 pounds. The awesome part is I get to lift it up while laying on my back with my arms over my head. Yippee.
Okay, here goes this transfer case, this hateful transfer case. Every time I turn it a little bit, it's leaking fluid all over the place. I'm tripping over it. And then, of course, there's the dread that goes with knowing that I have to reinstall it. Let's get this out of the way, shall we?
Well, I finally got it. It took a bunch of tries, and I finally turned the camera off because all the moaning and groaning and exclamations were not fit for entertainment purposes. So I got it on. That was the single most physically taxing action that I have done since I can't remember how long ago. That sucked, but now it's done. So now I'm going to go ahead and finish hooking up everything else underneath here. Drive shaft and exhaust and transmission linkages and fuel lines and all that other business. And be done with the underside of the Zombie Jeep.
After a healthy butt whooping by the transfer case, followed by a healthy, lengthy butt whooping by four exhaust bolts. 3 hours. Yeah. That whole putting gasket sealer to hold the little nut in place, don't waste your time. At least don't do it with Right Stuff gasket maker, because it does not work, or at least it did not work. So I finally got all of those guys put together, and now everything's done underneath the vehicle. I've got everything put back together with the exception of I need to service the transfer case. I need to put some oil in the transfer case. Transmission fluid, I believe. I will double check the interwebs before doing that. So now, really, all that's left to do is the fun stuff, the plug and play stuff. Everything I've fooled around a little bit with the wiring, and everything seems to be just falls kind of right into the place where it needs to go. So I'm really excited about that, and so hopefully I can get all the big pieces put back in, and maybe, just maybe, turn the key on this bad boy tonight. All right, the first thing I'm going to do up top here is put these stupid quick disconnects, stupid only because they outsmarted me, back where they belong, down here. And the coolant reservoir. Now this gigantic bracket.
Now the AC compressor.
The throttle body. Next, the alternator. Last but certainly not least, a brand new power steering pump, because I broke the last one. Now really all that's left is to put together the radiator, the air conditioner condenser, and the plastic on the front end, and we'll be ready to rock. Like that. Oh yeah, and while I was at it, I went ahead and put in some oil, I put in some coolant, and I got a battery. You know what that means. Let's give her a holler, shall we? I got a little bit of wake up juice, and since I've got wake up juice, I've also got a little bit of that stuff. So, this is not pre-staged. I haven't tried this. So, we're either going to succeed together, or we're going to fail together. Well, that's bad news. I don't have any wake up juice.